Hello, beautiful dancer, and welcome for this week's video. If you're new here, welcome to this beautiful space where we share inspiration and creativity for your journey in a respectful and creative fusion belly dance. I am your host, Lamia Barbara, and I am a fusion belly dance and Indian dance teacher, and I'm so excited to share with you my plus 20 years of experience in the dance career. Today I am sharing a lovely interview with a beloved student of mine, which is Sophia from Texas. And Sophia is going to share with us her journey in dance, how she started studying belly dance and then shifted into fusion, and what she loves about this dance style, and how she applied for private coaching sessions with me, and how these private coaching sessions changed the way she inhabits her body and inhabits her dance, and the transformation that she recognizes happened after these months of work together. And she's going to share with us that she's creating her first solo. I am so proud of you, Sophia, to be performed very soon. But before we proceed, I am so excited to share with you that I just opened very limited spots for my one-on-one private coaching offer with a very special discount for a Christmas sale. This is a kind of discount that I only do twice a year, and now it's the time. So if you are desiring to deepening your relationship with dance, with your dance practice, you want to refine your technique, or you want to refine your solo and create a beautiful solo to perform on stage, this is the perfect offer for you. And this is the perfect time of the year to commit into a journey with me. Find the link in the show notes, and I can't wait to be your dance coach and support you towards your dance goals. Thank you so much, Sophia, for being here. I am so excited to have this little chat with you, and I really appreciate for you to be here in such an early time of the day for you in Texas. So thank you so much. You're one of my most committed students. So I am eager to know more about your journey in dance and your feelings during this journey. So I'm very happy for you to be here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. Like, you're so inspiring. So when you asked me, I was just like, I have to do it. That means, like, like you see some, like we've been working over a nice span of time. That means that you see something in me, and I just had to do it.
Thank you, thank you. And actually, I remember when we first met, I don't know if it was, I think it was April or May this year. And I remember you started you wanted to go even more in depth in your dance journey. But I would love to know, how did dance happen in your life? Like, was it your first dance experience? Or you just started with belly dance? What made you fall in love with belly dance specifically?
Well, so I've never been an artistic person. This is my first time ever dancing. I've been more so athletic. Just a little background, I'm 30 years old. So like when I turned 30, like I wanted to start like a new journey. Like my life was just changing. I wanted to be more feminine, like more in tune with myself. And it also, it's been an integral part of my spiritual journey as well. So I wanted to try something different, like get more into like my creative expression, like it also helps me with manifestation. So I decided, and I've always been interested in belly dance. And I feel like with that type of style of dance, like it's more feminine. The flow is more feminine. So I was just like, let me try this. And then I ended up loving it. I started in January, like this past January, so I haven't been doing it for that long.
Wow. And I feel so much what you're saying about reconnected with something which is more in-depth, more feminine, more about, let's say, also spiritual in some way. And these are all the same motivations and same ideas that brought me to belly dance in the first place. So I can really feel there's this connection between us. And I think for a lot of dancers, when they start belly dance is because they feel there's something more beyond just moving, beyond just, okay, being pretty on stage or whatever. There's something else. And I think it's really connected on the way we move our body from within that really changes something inside, right?
Yeah, yeah, I most definitely agree.
And tell me about your recent shift to fusion, right? Because you started with, let's say, classical belly dance, and I remember maybe you were doing. I saw one of your the first performance that you did. It was like last September or October, and you were doing something like classical belly dance, right? But now, recently, you shifted to fusion. And how do you feel is this shift happening? Because you told me recently, I feel like I'm a fusion girl. I would love to know more about it.
Okay, so what I've been explaining to other people is belly dance as a whole is it's a beautiful art form. But when you start shifting more into fusion and not just any type of fusion, like the Bollywood, like the Indian fusion, for me, and this is like specifically for me, like the sounds and the music, it's a lot more trance-like. It it's easier for me to tap into that universal knowledge, if that makes sense. So
Definitely.
yeah, yeah, like regular, like cabaret style, it's a lot more grounding, like Saidi is a lot more grounding. And it's good for me, like in that aspect, if I need to be more present. But as far as, like bringing things into reality, like I prefer to go like the more, it's more magical for me.
I love this approach, like this a taste of magic that you put in your embodied experience of dance. I really love this.
Mhm.
And I can tap into it. Like I can feel what you're saying. Like in fusion, you have this layer of magic which can be explored as well. And you have all those details coming from a millenary tradition, and it's more a trance state like of mind. So I definitely can feel that, and I agree with that a lot. And you're one of my D.E.V.I students, which I love, but you're also such a committed student. You apply for the Belly Roll Challenge, and you're also been practicing with me through private coaching sessions for more than 6 months, I think now, almost 6 months. And I would love to ask you, how did you know about these private sessions with me, and what inspired you to apply for them?
Well, so how I found out about them is one day you just popped up on my Instagram, and I am so glad that like I came across you. I didn't know who you are. I didn't know anything about you, but somehow like you just popped up, and I was just like, let me follow her. And then so I've just been, like looking at everything that you've been doing, and then like everything that you present as far as like your workshops and your challenges. And I was just like, why not? Like, just let me dive right into it. Like I said, like I've already, like started the belly dance journey, but I wanted to get deeper into it. And then when I saw that you offer like the private coaching sessions, I was like, this is perfect for me because I'm the type of person that needs one-on-one time. Like I can do the classes, I can do semi-private, but yeah, I benefit from I benefit from one-on-one attention.
Yeah, I remember from our first days when I was asking you to send me your videos for corrections and feedbacks through our private chat. And I remember you telling me something like, I felt so seen. Like that feeling of like the one on one really gives you that deeper connection, teachers and students. And it's also, I think, um, let's say a boost that you have as a student to really give and commit 100%. Because let's face the truth, when we apply for group sessions, especially when they're online, you want to be there, but sometimes don't need to give that 100%. You know, sometimes your energy might be a little lower, maybe you know, but when you're one-on-one, it's either 100% or nothing, right? So I think
Yeah.
that's the boost that gives you the right motivation to
Mm.
work on the assignments. I remember you were sending me all of your videos. I was so excited every time to receive all of them.
I also love how you correct me in the moment. And like I've studied, like with other teachers, and they're great at what they do, but like the type of person that I am and how I like to learn, like I don't like people who just let me do anything. Like I want to learn it the right way. If I'm gonna do it, it's kind of just like go all in or, like go home type of thing for me.
I know, I'm exactly like you. I'm like all in or nothing, right? Yeah, yeah. And again, when you are in the one-on-one, it's either, okay, you show me what it's there and I correct you and I want you to be with me, you know? We need to create this together. It's not like me giving something to a bunch of strangers, but it's really creating that relationship in the moment. So I think it's also what makes it so special and so transformative. And tell me, during these months, the transformation that you felt, if you felt any changes in your dance journey and in any layer of your experience through these dance sessions with me.
This is my favorite part. I talk about you a lot, like especially to like my other belly dance friends. I don't want to say coworkers, but like the other dancers that I dance with. This journey has changed me in so many different ways. It's changed the way that I walk, the way that I talk, the way that I show up in rooms and how I present myself. It completely changed the way that I put out my energy. It's developed muscles that I didn't even know that I had. So like it goes really deep for me. Like I have a really profound appreciation for this dance, for this art form, for you. So yeah.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I think this is one of the best feelings in the world when you are a teacher and you receive such a beautiful, heartfelt feedback. And this is probably the main reason why I do this, is really to transmit this art form so that it can bloom in all of my students. It's like little seeds. I am basically like I'm a gardener. I'm planting seeds and then I bring the water, a little bit of water, and then I'm just waiting for it to bloom. And it's such a beautiful process when you feel that it's not only when you dance on stage, but it's really when you walk, as you said, when you inhabit your body differently and you feel the life is different, because our life is in our bodies 100% of our times, right? So such a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really appreciate. And tell me about your next project, because as we said, your first performance was on September, October, and it was a group performance, but now you're working on your first solo.
So my solo is going to be in December, and of course, I want to do something fusion, Indian fusion, and I know I'm going to be the only one doing it. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. Because I'm not sure if you already know, but especially in America, fusion is, I'm not going to say it's looked down upon, but a lot of people, they don't like to mess with it, if you know what I mean. So like I guess it has a lot to do with maybe like the cultural appropriation, like things like that. Like it's a very touchy subject here. Like it took me a long time to find a fusion teacher because I've come across videos, but like as far as finding someone to actually teach it in person, you're not going to really find that a lot here. So I'm excited to, like work with you and like bring the choreography to the stage to be like, hey, like this can be done and it's in a respectful way.
Yeah, exactly, my dear. And it's a very hot topic. I think in the last few years, the whole community faced a really huge conversation that I think it's important. It was important and it still is. And I also think, as you said, that depending where you are in the world, the conversation is felt differently because in America, cultural appropriation is a big topic. And in Europe, there is this topic, but it's, I think, culturally, historically, it's felt differently. But it's good to, number one, I'm so excited that you found a teacher. Number two, that I know it's a valuable teacher because I know her and I really love her work. And number two, I'm happy that you're finding that space for you to explore the art form fully, you know, and don't put yourself inside boundaries and boxes. And if you feel there's that space for exploration in a respectful way and in a creative way, just again go all in, you know. And it's, of course, it's going to be messy, and that's always what I say to all of my students. We need to get messy. You want your fingers to be full of paint when you paint something, right? You don't want to be polished and perfect. I mean, perfection is only gained through messiness. So there's gonna be messiness, and it's gonna be fun anyway. And it's the process that brings more steps towards perfection, which is never coming, by the way. But this is another subject. So I'm very excited for this solo to happen. I'm very excited to support you during this process of this choreography process. We're going to have our next session just about this, and I can't wait for that. All right, my dear. As a last question for you, if you would have any, let's say, any advices or encouragements for other dancers who wish to apply for private coaching? Maybe they feel, oh yeah, but maybe, you know, I'm a little bit afraid of doing this, or I don't know if this is for me. Would you say to your dance peers who have this desire but they're not quite ready, they don't feel maybe they're quite ready enough?
I would say you're never going to be ready. Just do it. Just do it. Like you will gain so much from it compared to what you feel like you've lost. As a matter of fact, you won't even think about what you've lost because you've gained so much. It's worth it. It will completely change your life.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, dear Sophia. Thank you so much again. And especially thank you for being here again in this early moment of the day and for sharing all of this passion, this commitment to dance. And I can't wait to see you next time during our class.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, beautiful dancer, for watching and listening to this interview. And again, this is your reminder. If you feel the call to bring your dance skills and creativity process to the next level, I can't wait to be your dance coach for that. Find the link for the one-on-one private coaching offer with the special Christmas sale in the show notes. And I'll see you next week for the next video.